Hi, thank you so much for clicking that little button that allows you to watch this video. My name is Katie Marietta Tondon, and I appreciate your time more than you know. I just wanted to give you a brief introduction to the video you're about to watch so you understand the background behind it and why it was conducted. So I am the founder of Lit Up, and I am on a mission to connect spiritual seekers who are experiencing a spiritual awakening with vetted, trusted lightworker practitioners who can help them on their journey. And in doing that, I'm trying to create a community for spiritual seekers to be able to talk about the things that they're experiencing and work together on developing their intuition. And I'm also developing an app, which will be a lightworker directory of vetted, trusted practitioners. In doing those things, I am conducting customer interviews to determine exactly what it is that people need. So what you're about to watch is one of those interviews where I talked to someone who has experienced a spiritual awakening and has also become a light worker practitioner in some way. And so you're going to hear their story, their vulnerability, and courage in sharing it because it is such a sacred thing that that we go through. And so I did want to just explain that that's what you're about to see, and also to tell you that my interview style is a bit dry, and that was intentional, although it might not be as pleasant for you to watch. It is because I was trying not to influence or sway their responses in any way. I wanted a true, authentic response from their viewpoint, and I didn't want to encourage any answers in any particular way. So just wanted to give that brief background so that you understand where we're coming from and why I'm presenting this in this way. It's a little bit different than a podcast.
All right. Okay, and you just pronounced your name Gemma Navarro, is that correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yes, yes.
Okay, great. It's so great to connect with you.
That's my married name, Navarro. I used to be Cruz, Gemma Cruz.
Ooh, well, that's beautiful too. Cross, right? Cruz.
Cruz,
Yeah.
C-R-U-Z.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so I'm just going to ask you a few questions. I believe I sent them to you in advance, but we may take a tangent if there's something that I feel like I want to kind of dive deeper into. We may just kind of follow where the energy leads there. But basically, I just want to kind of see what your experiences have been and try to identify what could have been helpful for you in your journey. Okay, sound good?
All
Any
right.
questions?
You may ask me now.
Okay. All right. So the first question is, think back to the moment when you first realized you were going through a spiritual awakening. What were you feeling, and what was the first thing you did after that realization?
Okay. Actually, it was before my 40th birthday when I read this quotation on my cell phone, and it goes like this. It's from a Dalai Lama, actually. The purpose of life is to be happy and to make others happy. Actually, I have been battling depression. I've been battling depression, on and off depression, for many years. It started when my mother died. I felt this guilt because I felt that it was one of the reasons why my mother died is because of me.
Oh,
I got married during the time she needed me the most, because that time my father, actually the relationship of my father and mother is slowly drifting apart.
mhm.
My father is not going home, or it started with not going home overnight, then it become the night overnights become days, weeks, and then months. And then my mother is already suspecting that he is having an affair. He has another woman.
Mhm.
And then months, I think, or weeks before I got married in a church, my father called, and then he asked money from me because the girl she's having an affair with will will be delivering a baby soon, and he is asking for my financial support. Yeah, financial help. So I didn't tell that to my mother, but I was forced to give my father money because during that time he went to my work, to my office, and I'm afraid that he will get mad at me in front of many people. That's why I give in. I withdrew money from an ATM machine and gave him the money. So after that, I told him, you should not be absent during my wedding, Papa. So fortunately, we went home I think 1 week or 3 days before my wedding day. But after my wedding, I think 3 or more days, he left the house and never came back again.
Mm.
So those were the most depressing days of my mother's life.
Mhm.
It was as if there's no God anymore.
Right.
So because we were a happy family prior to that. My father was the sweetest husband. And my mother just acts I mean, my mother have no work. She just devoted much of her life as a mother and as a wife.
Right. And then
So
and then I guess the progression is once she passed, you said you went into depression after she passed away? Or was
yeah, because I felt the guilt that I left her during those days she needed me the most.
mm,
And I couldn't understand why she was so depressed that time. Maybe because I have never felt that deep love because they were together, I think, for more than 20 years already. So,
yeah. Well, and it's hard to understand the level of betrayal that she might have felt if you haven't experienced it yourself. So, and also being a child, or even if you were an adult, as it was happening, there's still a dynamic, where you're still the child of the parents. So, even as an adult, you're still seeing through the eyes of a child, when you look at your
yeah,
parents. So,
yeah.
so you then read that quote by the Dalai Lama, and then what shifted and what happened after that?
So, after reading that, I realized that why am I so lonely? I'm so depressed to the point that I'm dragging myself every day to do household chores. And there's always this lack of, what do you call this, lack of energy to do the
Mm,
things that to do my responsibilities as a mother, to
yes.
cook, clean the house, and everything. And I blame my children and my husband, and I see them as an hindrance for me to reach my goals, because that time actually I've been writing my screenplay, re-editing it for the past 10 years, I think, or more than 10 years since my father died.
Mm.
Actually, his death paved the way for me to write the film. His
Mhm.
wisdom guided me to write the film. Because I have a background in film, music, marketing, and cinema marketing. Um, I lost, I think I lost my job 3 times. That's also the reason why I got depressed.
In
I was wondering why I always it's either I'm retrenched, or I was forced to resign.
Mhm.
Then I realized perhaps it was God's will that I am only God is only equipping me
Did you
so that
have, did you
I can be able to realize my goal to write the film.
Yeah. Now, did you have that realization or that mindset shift that maybe it is God's will after you read the quote? Like, was that kind of a transition period of going from thinking everything's happening to me to maybe everything happened for me? Did you have that shift like after you read the quote, or how did that?
Before
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Before that, when I lost my last job,
Mm,
uh, I used to work my last job was in the cinema marketing.
mm,
But during my work, during my last work, that was where I was able to attend a free seminar about filmmaking and film marketing. So it was a stepping stone
mm.
for me to realize that maybe God let me pass through all those kinds of work before I realized that my greater purpose is to tell a story
Mm.
and put it on the big screen.
Yes. But during all of that time of questioning, you know, when you were going through the period of time where you are kind of shifting from the depression into realizing that there's something changing and changing for the better in your mind, what did that like? Did you seek out any help with that, or was it all completely internal processing in your mind, or what did that look like as far as interactions with other people? Did you seek out any help for that?
Partly, it is about inner calling. But then, on my own, I'm trying to find someone to help me, to inspire me.
Hmm.
That's why whenever I see ads on Facebook about manifestation, about how to reach your goals and dreams, I read it. That's why I actually I needed someone to boost me to manifest my goals and dreams in life, and to reach it, of course, to reach my to have that sense of fulfillment in life, that I'm not just a ordinary housewife, mother. I felt that I have to do something more.
Yes, yes. And then that passion and that drive kind of keeps directing you toward finding your path, finding, the people
Yeah,
who
yeah.
help you and that kind of
Because
thing.
there are so many distractions. You become out of focus most of the time.
Yes. Yes, it's very hard to maintain focus when you're a mother, especially. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so you mentioned a couple of things that are kind of gearing you toward finding that path. So maybe speak more to um, like you said, Facebook ads and things like that. I guess I'm wondering what could be helpful for you as you continue to navigate this, to find the right people, because you said you're looking for people who can provide services for you to help you get to, fulfill your mission, your purpose. Uh,
Yeah.
so what would be helpful for you in that search?
Actually, during the pandemic, I chanced upon seeing the ads of, uh, if you know her, Lenka Lutonsky. Know her?
I'm not sure if I'm understanding the name.
Uh-huh. Actually, I bought a book of hers. It's related to energy marketing.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Marketing. She's a guru of entrepreneurs,
Okay.
businesswoman. Actually, her target market are women,
Mm,
business women.
hmm I'll need to get that
So
name from you. Maybe type it in the chat, or you can type it in our messaging outside of here, because I just couldn't really fully understand the name. Yeah. Anyway,
Lenka,
continue. Okay, so
I think
you,
she's a Polish, who I think lives now in UK, United Kingdom.
okay, okay. So you
Mm.
sought her books, is that right?
I'm sorry?
You read her books, you said, or
Yeah,
what else
yeah,
did
her
you?
ebook. I bought her ebook because
Oh,
it's about energy marketing. It's the first time I have heard that because I know how to market films, music, but it's something like you use your energy within to market your business.
yes. It's a magical way of marketing. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And did you is she the primary person that you've sought out? Have you sought out any other, I mean, I just call them light worker practitioners, but people who are providing energy healing type
Yeah, I
services?
also chance upon the ad of Mandy Morris.
Hmm. Yes. And how do you,
Uh-huh.
when you decide to buy the ebook or to purchase a service from someone, how do you make that decision that you are going to invest your money in the person, even if it's just $15 for a book, or, in the case of Mandy Morris, she charges like, I don't know, up to $1,000, $2,000 for, one-on-one experience. But
Actually,
how,
I only attended the initial. I don't have
yes, no, I
I
understand.
have I don't have too much budget for the what they call it, the whole
Yeah,
training or the whole manifestation event
yes, no,
wherein
I
you have to
understand
go
that.
to wherein
Yeah,
you have to go to US to attend.
right. No, I understand that. I just mean, when you did purchase, because you purchased the ebook from this energy marketing guru, what made you decide to purchase that ebook? Because there's a difference between I'm looking at these people and I think they have value and they provide information that I need, and then actually taking the action of purchasing something from them. So what was it that made you absolutely certain that you wanted to buy from that person?
What attracted me to
Yeah.
buy?
What
The
made you,
ad,
yeah.
really the ad.
Okay.
The ad. The ad was written, the copyright. What they call that? The
The
copy of the
copy.
ads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it spoke directly to you, I assume, right?
Yes,
It
yes.
said
Because I
something.
want to be good in marketing my film.
Okay. Okay, good. And you, I guess, did you do any research on her before investing in the book, or did you just automatically say, yes, I need this? Like it was a gut feeling and you said, I'm
Gut,
going.
yeah, gut
Okay.
feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, good. Were there any other resources or services that you've bought in the past that have helped
Actually,
you?
right now, I'm reading the daily messages from the universe
Hmm.
by Natalie Ledwell. You know her?
I don't, I'm not familiar, but go ahead.
Uh-huh. So I I'm excited every day to check my email to
Ooh.
read that my daily message from the universe.
Because are they just beautiful messages of
Yeah,
hope
yeah.
and
They
yeah,
are transformational messages.
yeah, I
And
love
then
that.
one time I bought one of her healing chakras, I think. Healing chakras. You know
Hmm.
that?
Yeah,
Chakra. The seven chakras.
yes.
But I'm not using it eh. I'm not using it. I'm more of following her
Mm.
daily messages on my email. They're all free actually, except for the chakra. At the end of every daily message, there's an offering for you if you want to improve your if you want to improve yourself. Uh, I mean, if you want to remove your limiting beliefs.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Yes.
There's
Okay, and
so many, there's so many ways to improve yourself.
absolutely. Yes. I know. And so you did purchase the one about the chakras then, even though
Yeah,
you didn't necessarily use it. So
yeah.
again, what made you decide to purchase that? Like did you look into the person and do any research on them? Or again, was it a gut feeling and you said, "Oh, I think
I
this would help me."
I think because I needed the energy healing factor.
Yeah.
Because I have diabetes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Uh-huh. I have to stay healthy always, mind, body, and soul.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I am already at my
Okay.
well, actually, before I say that, do you do any energy work on others? Like, do you have any gifts that in energy healing or anything like that? Because I'm just wondering if I need to ask you questions as a light worker practitioner or
Actually, I don't have experience in
okay.
uh energy healing, or I mean, I'm not a light worker.
Okay. Okay. Well, and actually, let me just tell you that you are a light worker just because you're going to be putting this film out into the world. And to me, that is light work. It's just I only ask, if you are working one-on-one with clients and stuff like that, so that I can ask you those kind of
Uh,
questions as well. But so this will be my last question for you. Um, Okay, so think about the last time you had concerns or fears about working with a spiritual practitioner, and how did those concerns impact your decision to move forward or not?
Actually, I don't have fear.
Ah,
I don't have fears because when you realize the love in you within, you don't have fear. Whatever problems, trials that may come your way, you have nothing to lose as long as you have found that love within. So I think the greatest obstacles, I mean, the greatest obstacle in life is fear.
yes, because it's the
Uh-huh.
opposite of love and it keeps us from love.
Yeah.
Ah.
Actually, it is the greatest dividing factor between life and death, fear.
Mm,
Greatest dividing factor, yeah.
yeah.
Because
So,
Because if you have fear, you have this kind of fear to die, to fear of the unknown.
Yeah, and it's fear just is basically a downward spiral, no matter how you look at it. Instead of spiraling up toward love and beauty and joy, you're spiraling down toward fear, depression, anxiety. So it's an either or,
Yeah,
kind of situation. You're either going up or you're going down, no matter how you look.
right.
Yeah. So I guess since I mean, and that's a beautiful response because I'm very happy for you that you've gotten to the place where you realize that and can operate out of a place of love because things just will naturally happen for you. So I guess I'm wondering, you know, as you've come to this, because you've come from a place of depression to a place of pure love. So, somewhere along the way, did you ever have any kind of confusion or anything that was challenging for you that you had to kind of figure out how to navigate, whether you figured it out on your own or with help of others?
Actually, right now, my biggest challenge is to find a film investor who would believe in me. Because part of my marketing plan is to divert people to this global website that would inspire them, encourage them to be positive, productive, and happy.
Mm,
Be positive, productive, happy Philippines.
yes.
Because there's so many depressing situations here in the country, in our country. The
Yeah.
political circus, the the poverty, prostitution. Actually, my film partly dwells on prostitution. And my beneficiary, part of the proceeds will go to to WET. You know WET?
No, I'm not familiar with it.
And it's a charitable institution. It's based actually there in America.
Okay.
The WET. Yeah, it's based there. It's a organization that gives freedom, hope, and a future to those engaged in sex trade.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Actually, these people lack that inner love within them. That's why they're doing what they're doing.
Right.
They're using their body for work to
Yeah.
earn because they haven't realized self-worth, self-love. Because if you love yourself, you will not do anything to harm yourself and to harm others,
That's
other
right.
families.
Yeah. Well, your mission is a beautiful, beautiful one that is very much needed, not only for the
Yeah.
Philippines, but for the world. And so I do want you to absolutely drop your, what is your website? Just go ahead and tell us what your website is so that any,
Actually, it's I'm still in the process of looking for an investor to
okay,
help me with that.
okay, to
And
get you the right
actually,
steps. Yeah,
the I'm just enjoying the process. If it's for me, it's for me. If not, at least I'm living for my goal. If I die right now and I haven't fulfilled my mission and my dream, at least I'm living for it. It's the
right.
reason why I'm living than being depressed because of the all the hindrances that's stopping me from reaching that goal.
Mm. But in an ideal scenario where you are able to fulfill your mission in this lifetime, um,
Mhm.
and you're now looking for an investor, and so that's your kind of biggest challenge right now. If you had,
Yeah.
the magic to create that, what kind of, what would help you get that in your life? Like I'm trying to think of ways that that I can serve people like you who are trying to do amazing things and to get you connected with, what you need. And so what do you think would be
Actually,
like the ideal scenario?
actually, right now I'm studying about ways to advertise on Facebook. So I've been attending the 5-day Facebook challenge. And then I've been buying several uh, what they call this, marketing tools to help me.
Okay.
Right now, actually, the first thing I should do is to have a partner who knows about making a website,
Mm,
because the website that I want is so dynamic. I would like to apply networking in films.
yeah. Yeah, it's not just a simple website where they look at
Yeah,
who you are and what your services are.
it's something that would help people earn extra.
mhm,
Because if you will observe, most films are financed by by a company or a certain people, but income only goes to the only to them. It's not shared to the movie going public,
right.
right? So I need an website that would help people earn also. So my target really for my film, my target market are the mothers,
Hmm.
especially the housewives, to give them extra income, and then to encourage them also to help minimize prostitution,
Yeah,
because this teenagers, young women, young ladies, they will be a mother too,
right.
and they will the ones who will give birth to the next generation of children.
Yes. I mean, it's such a valuable mission, and I'm glad that you are working on it. I'm trying to help, and so I'm thinking because you mentioned having somebody to develop the website, an investor. Obviously, I'm not that person who does those things, but
Yeah, yeah,
what I'm hoping to do is connect people. And so
yeah, correct.
what what are your thoughts? Like what would be a way that you would be able to connect with just random people? I mean, do you think gosh, if there were a community of people who are all, love focused, unity focused, God's love and purpose, like if there were a community where all of the people who have this same kind of realization were together, then we could start making those networking connections. What do you think that would look
Yeah.
like?
Actually, the reason why I attended the Mandy Morris manifestation event is to connect globally
Yes.
to all. As I have observed it, most of the attendees are women, mothers.
Mhm.
Have you observed it?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. So, I mean, I definitely see a majority of women are awakening faster than men. It's not to say that there aren't men who are coming to this realization, but it's mostly men who have somehow tapped into their feminine side, like the feminine force that's within everyone. But definitely it's more women because we're just closer to that creativity and the empathy that's
We are
required.
more we are more emotional,
Yes,
actually.
yes. Hmm. Absolutely. So what do you think, so you joined the Mandy Morris event because of community. So what did you like about it, and what do you think could have been better? Like in order for your purpose to network with people who can help you with your mission.
Actually, I think I have to encourage them to a common purpose. What is the common purpose is to be happy and to make others happy. That's
Yeah.
the common. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you do that? Uh, Giving them a positive mindset first, because most of us are
Mhm.
stressed out in family matters with our relationships. So I have to make FB ads that's relates or connects to mothers. Actually, we all have the same struggles as mothers.
Yes, absolutely. No matter where we live.
So you have to connect with that through their struggles, everyday struggles,
Mhm.
and then encourage them to click and go to your landing page.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, and
Um,
then there in your landing page, you're going to ask them to be a member. And part of it is attending, let's say watching a film, beautiful film that would touch their hearts and
yeah.
enlighten them. That
Yeah.
would be a good start. Or maybe a membership that comes with a mini concert.
Okay. Yeah. Gosh, I never even thought of that aspect of
Yeah,
it. Okay.
because it's easier to ask people to watch a film or to watch a concert than to tell them to join a spiritual awakening seminar, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Mhm.
So there's a little bit of diversion.
Yes. Okay. That's interesting. I had not thought of that kind of approach
Yeah.
before. Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah.
because if you're a stressed out mother, you need something to entertain you, right?
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, you need a positive outlet for all the
Yeah.
all the chaos and
Look
challenges.
at those who are so depressed. Like what happened to one of the members of the One Direction.
Oh, yes. Mhm. Yeah.
He was so depressed. Uh, he diverted perhaps his problems to alcoholism, drug abuse. So what happened?
Yeah. There's that spiral down that we were talking about. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I agree completely with you about our mission is to love and to be love, and to help people find their joy, because that is like, even the name of my company is called Lit Up, because ever since I've experienced this, I have only found ways to get better and better. I too was depressed at one point. And so, but ever since I've experienced this awakening, it's just like there's more and more joy to be found and more love to tap into. So I think that you are a light in the world, and you're going to find the
Thank
right
you.
people. You are going to absolutely find the right people. It's not our timing, it's God's timing. We just kind of have to surrender to that and just keep taking steps toward what it is that we're, passionate about. So I just want to thank you for your time because I know it's late for you. And
Yeah,
so,
it's okay.
yeah, so I
I'm
really
not a
do.
morning person.
Oh, okay. Well, good. Well, I really do appreciate it. And we'll have to stay closer in connection than we have.
Uh,
Yeah, because it's
may I just know about your program, your goals and dreams?
sure. Yeah. And I
Do
was
you have
in.
a website? Do you have a website?
Yes, I haven't fully developed it because I'm developing it on my own. And so like I don't,
Like me.
yeah, it's not my area of expertise. And so I'm slowly getting it there. But the website is katiemt.com. Right now, all it is access to a lead magnet, so a free resource.
What's the spelling again?
Katie, Katie,
KT.
MT, like the initials of my last name, M like Marietta and T like Tonda.
Uh-huh.
So katiemt.com. And I'm very close to having more ready to go on there, but right now it's just a free resource. So you're welcome to download that. And then you could find me on LinkedIn too to kind of see what I'm up to. I don't know if you're on LinkedIn or not, but yeah, so it's a process, right? Like step by step figuring this out. But essentially, and I didn't want to tell you too much about what I feel I want to do because I wanted to hear your information first. Um, is I really feel like there's a need for one community where all
Yeah.
the people who are experiencing a spiritual awakening and coming to this realization of
Correct.
we are love, God is love, spreading unity consciousness, Christ consciousness, because the people who come to that realization, they then have their mission or their purpose if they're lucky enough to identify that. And so then connecting them with people who can help them in their journey. So my mission is all about connecting people. And so I'm going to just kind of slowly figure that part out. I don't
I
know.
think you can help me with your mission of connecting me to other people who can help me.
Yeah, well, that's
That's
the
why
goal.
I said I wanted to see you online. I want a live interview
Yes.
because uh, the connection is different than by just answering a survey.
Absolutely. And I appreciate that you wanted to do the live interview. I only give the two options just so that, if someone's not comfortable with it, because some people are not
Mhm.
comfortable with getting on video, or maybe they just don't have the time, that kind of thing. So I just give the option, but I am happy and thrilled that you wanted to meet live. So this has been a wonderful chat. I'm so happy
Yeah.
that we got to
Am I the first one who said yes to a live interview online?
No, no. So most people there, I've only had one person who wanted to do the survey. Um,
Mhm.
and I
Good.
and I've done about 5 interviews prior to yours. So
Uh-huh.
most people wanted to do the live. So yeah, I'm thankful for that because it allows conversation,
Yeah,
rather than
correct.
just yeah, yeah. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it.